Hey everyone. I wanted to do this quick tutorial on how to make an animated chart in Canva and then overlaying that in a video. And I'm only going to use free products because I have a client that wants to animate a that wants to have a chart in their video without having to constantly give it to an editor or someone like me to change. They just want to make those changes in house. And honestly, Canva is one of those products that I think a lot of, if you own a small business, it'd be a smart thing to start utilizing because Canva is it's free, easy to use, and it's really a pretty powerful tool. And there is a pro version where you do have to pay and it unlocks a lot of features. And I've never used it, but I imagine it would probably be worth using, depending on who you are and what your marketing skill sets are, or your social media skill sets. Check it out and see if it's right for you and your company or for you personally. I do use Canva quite a bit for small things here and there. It's not as powerful or as detailed as making any animations myself and making graphics myself, but for quick things, it's a perfect tool for a lot of people. So I'll go ahead and start making the um, graph in Canva now. So the first thing you're going to do is go to canva.com. I won't go through I won't explain how to create an account with them. That is fairly easy to do. So you could easily just do it yourself. I'm not gonna um, I'll spare the boredom there. But again, there is a Canva Pro which is paid. I personally just use a free version, but it's pretty self-explanatory. Now to you don't have to dig through a lot of things in Canva. You can just utilize the search bar. I know I want a growth chart. So another thing too is utilize the filters on the side here. Um, ooh, it's weird. Will not go down. In the price in the very bottom, hit free. So it easily filters out what you don't need or what you're not going to be interested in if you aren't a paying member. Continue to utilize the filter. I know we just want a graph. And this is pretty good here. This is a nice one, looks like, because it's none of these are anything that I feel like we would use for this video. So I'll go ahead and open that. When you click, it opens another window and it leaves this open. I prefer keeping it in a separate tab like this. That way, if I mess something up or if I change my mind, I can just go back and look for another one. But go ahead and start here. The main body is, it's pretty self-explanatory, but you can modify any part of this that you'd like. I know for this particular video that for this client, I know you don't need any of these others. And this could just be whatever you are going to write. And you can actually change aspects of it here. Same here. Oh gosh, I cannot type today. And I know I want to move this over just a little bit because I want to make this part bigger. So, and again, I know I want to make this a little bit bigger, fill up a little bit. And now when you click on the actual informational part, it'll show the chart here, the data, or data, however you say it. But you can make these changes here. I know this company wants to show a yearly growth. So we'll just make some stuff up here. Oops. Huh. Okay. And when you're making these, um, each series is going to be a different color. So make sure, unless you're okay with it, see, let me show you. See, that'll be the same color as series one here. So if you are okay with that, then, fine. And, oop, oh my. 2020. Oops. 6. Okay. And I don't know how important it is to label this, but I prefer to just do that. Okay, well, that looks good. And let's just change this so this is a little bit taller. All right, that looks good. And then now to animate, there's this animate button here. Just hit animate. And it shows a few different animation styles. There's also in page animations, it shows more. This one looks good. Okay, now to make overall changes, if you're on each one will show, if you're clicking on each little section, it'll show what changes you can make for each individual thing. If you need to make one overall change, hit on the body like that. So that's highlighted. And then that's where you can change the timing. Well, let's say that you need a 8.5 seconds. That's good. And then hit play to preview that. And yeah, that looks pretty good. And if it's to your liking, hit download. And this shows the download bar. But while that's downloading, I don't have permission to use their video for this example. So I'm going to go to Pexels for a free drone video. If you need any free stock footage, Pexels is a great place. They have stock photos and other things here. I primarily use them for stock photos and stock video. Now, if it is free, but you can donate to the person that made the video. Sometimes I do that if I have extra money. It's just the polite thing to do. It's what you should do. a small way to thank them for a little bit of their work. You can even at least give them credit. So for this, thank you, Joseph Redfield. I appreciate you donating your time for this free video. All right, now that I have the footage downloaded and the other thing downloaded, the animation, the chart, we'll go ahead and start putting things together in iMovie. Right, so when you open iMovie, it'll look like this. And you can either open the downloads folder and then drag and drop. So when you open the drag, you can drag and drop either the footage, or you can use this to upload. I can't remember which drone I chose, but this is fine. This is good. And whatever the base video is, that goes at the bottom. And then the chart that you're going to make will sit on top. Now, obviously, if it's on top, it's a layer. So if it's on top, it's going to block the footage below. Fix that is make sure it's highlighted. And you can tell it's highlighted because there's a yellow box around it. And then in this little section here, in this little section here, there's a drop down menu here. Click picture in picture. And that fixes that immediately. And let's just resize this to whatever size you resize it to whatever size you want. And you'll see these little lines to indicate that it's centered. And that looks good. So I kind of want it to start a little bit later. So you get a little bit of drone footage, and then you get that animation going in. And then out. And then that is perfect. So after that, just to export in iMovie, hit the share button in the corner, export file, and then company chart update. Oops. Two. And then I don't like to save things in the document. I prefer either making a folder in the desktop so I could just find it easier. I just cannot type today. All right, and then just save it there. And that's it. So it's exporting now. And we'll review the video in just a sec as soon as it exports. Okay. So this is the final product. Just review it. Make sure it's good. Okay. That's good. So again, I like using Canva for simple projects like this because it's free and it's really intuitive to use. And I highly recommend as many people to, take these things into their own hands. You save yourself a lot of money and you save yourself a lot of time, honestly. You're not having to work around someone else's schedule. And again, it's a pretty powerful tool. You'll be surprised on what you can create with Canva. If you're marketing for yourself, just use Canva. I don't work for them. I'm not sponsored by them. This is just legitimately a good thing that I cannot recommend more. So again, I hope this video helps some of you, and again, I appreciate you guys taking the time to watch it if you are watching it. Um, so yeah, I hope you guys have a great day.